Song today. This one is Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and Little Lambsy Divey, a song which is well known to school. I was about to say well known to school children in this country. Now you see, I'm quite old when it comes to this kind of thing. It was well known to people of my generation, so that is youngsters born in the 1970s and before. Okay, but it's still a great fun song, and I have been teaching it to the children at the local primary school, much to the delight of their grandparents. So this one, particularly if you're not a British citizen, if you live abroad and you're thinking, what on earth does this mean? It does make sense as we go along. All right, so we're going to just jump across to the old East End, and we're going to sing Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats. It goes. Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and Little Lambsy Divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and Little Lambsy Divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? If the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit jumbled and jivey, sing Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambsy divey. Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? A kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Now appreciate it's a little bit weird as the song goes, but let's sing it again, okay? So it goes from the beginning, 1, 2, 3. Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? If the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit jumbled and jivey, sing Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambsy divey. Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? A kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Actually, that's very good indeed. And particularly those of you who have not sung it before, we're going to do it one more time. And we're going to slow it right down and give it the full pub sing-along version. We ready? Last time. Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? If the words sound queer and funny to your ear, oh, a little bit jumble and jivey, sing Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambsy divey. Everyone, Mairzy Doats and Dozy Doats and little lambsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? A kiddly divey too. One more time. A kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? There you go. Lots and lots of fun to start off your fun Friday. And we're going to move on from that swiftly. And we're going to sing this song, which is called Any Old Iron. Any Old Iron. And again, those of you that have not sung this one before, this is a very old song. This goes right the way back to late 19th century, early 20th. And there's the tradition of British Music Hall, okay, which was kind of theatrical, kind of sung, combination of some of the evolution of the classical style that had been brought into the theatre, and it was hugely influential, hugely inspired a huge amount of actual musical tradition. And so if music hall is new to you, there's a world of fun to be had, including quite a lot of cheeky songs and quite a lot of songs that we just can't sing these days, because let's face it, a lot of attitudes have changed in the last 120 years, and rightly so. But this one, this is all about wearing a watch and chain, okay? A watch on a chain, a really big, chunky gold thing. And just, again, bit of context, and we still have them today. You had men going around on carts calling out any old iron to bring out all your junk, and they would take it away for you in exchange for some money. So that's a little bit of context. But let's enjoy this one together. Poor old Uncle Bill never stood a chance. Just a week or two ago, me poor old Uncle Bill went and kicked the bucket and he left me in his will. The other day I popped around to see old Auntie Jane. She said your Uncle Bill has left to you a watch and chain. I put it on right across me chest, thought I looked a dandy as it dangled on me chest. Just to flash it off I started walking all about. A lot of kiddies followed me and all began to shout. Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat, talk about a treat. You look a dapper from your napper to your feet. Dressed in style, brand new tile, and your father's old green tie on. But I wouldn't give it tuppence for your old watch chain. Old iron, old iron. Let's have a look at verse 2, here we go. I won't forget the day I went to London on the spree. I saw the Mayor of London there, that's who I went to see. He dashed up at a canter with a carriage and a pair. I shouted, come on boys, all throw your hats up in the air. Just then the Mayor, he began to smile, pointed to me face and said, Lord lummy, what a dial. Started Lord Mayoring and then to my dismay, he pointed to me watch and chain and shouted to me, hey, any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat, talk about a treat. You look a dapper from your napper to your feet. Dressed in style with a brand new tile and your father's old green tie on. But I wouldn't give it tuppence for your old watch chain. Old iron, old iron. Let's have a look at verse 3. I shan't forget the day I married Miss Eliza Brown. The way the people laughed at me, it made me feel a clown. I began to wonder when the dials began to crack, if by some mistake I'd got me trousers front to back. I wore me chain on me Derby Kell. The sun was shining on it and it made me look a swell. The organ started playing, the bells began to ring. The people started laughing and the choir began to sing. Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron. You look neat, talk about a treat. You look a dapper from your napper to your feet. Dressed in style with a brand new tile and your father's old green tie on. But I wouldn't give you tuppence for your old watch chain. Old iron, old iron. Yada-la-da-la-da, yada-la-da-la-da. I pom pom. So I feel I need to translate. For anyone who's joined us since we last sang that, who has no idea what half of these words mean. Okay, so this is proper education, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of weeks ago, poor old Uncle Bill went and kicked the bucket. He is no longer with us. He is an ex-Uncle Bill. He has run up the curtains and joined the choirs in Visibule. Popped around. I went to see my Auntie Jane. Left his watch and chain. I put it on right across me vest. That's all fine. Thought I looked a dandy. Thought I looked fantastic as it dangled on my chest. A lot of kiddies, children. Now, you look a dapper from your napper to your feet. Okay, dapper, again, looking great, looking fantastic from your napper to your feet. Dressed in style with a brand new tile. All right, a tile is a hat because it sits on your roof. And your father's old green tie on, tuppence, 2 pennies for your old watch chain. Very quickly, verse 2, your dial is your face. Lord lummy, what a dial. And other than that, that one's fine. And then this one is the one that needs, I think, most translation. Your Sunday trousers, they're your best trousers, the ones you wear to church on Sunday. Your Derby Kell is your chest. And it made me look a swell. It made me look really good. So there you are. Translation provided. Couldn't quite do closed captions, but we do aim to please. This is an educational channel, if nothing else. So let's have a look. Speaking of teaching and learning, this is our new song today. This one is called Flash Bang Wallop. What a picture. And this one is dedicated to anyone who takes pictures in the old style, okay? Forget all this taking your phone out. This is dedicated to anyone who's got actual cameras, lugs all the gear around with them. There's a couple of people watching at the moment who I know are what would be called old school. And I have to say, I have my own cameras over there. I really do appreciate the joy of crafting a picture. But this is all goes back to the days of the box brownie and the little birdie and the flash. That's the whole point. Flash, bang, wallop. What a picture. And so this one, again, slightly cheeky and a lot of fun. So I'm going to teach it to you. Here goes the verse. It goes, all lined up in a wedding group. Here we are for a photograph. So listen to that. Here we go. And all lined up in a wedding group, here we are for a photograph. Then all dressed up in our morning suit, and we're all trying not to laugh with me. All dressed up in our morning suit, and we're all trying not to laugh. Your morning suit is your very best, the kind of suit you wear to a wedding. Then, since the early caveman in his fur took a trip up to Gretna Green. Listen to that. I'll explain about Gretna Green in a minute. Let's sing it. Since the early caveman in his fur took a trip up to Gretna Green, then there's always been a photographer to record the happy scene. Everyone, there's always been a photographer to record the happy scene. Let's go from the beginning of that verse. And those of you in the chat, do you want to quickly explain Gretna Green for those of you who aren't familiar with it? But very quickly, if you wanted to get married in a hurry in the old days, Scotland would allow you to get married, would allow you to elope. Okay, and so it was the first place over the Scottish border was Gretna Green, the first place you could go and get married. So to go to Gretna Green is to go and get married, probably in a hurry, for reasons that I shan't go into because this is a family channel. So it goes, all lined up in a wedding group, here we are for a photograph. All dressed up in our morning suit, and we're all trying not to laugh. Since the early caveman in his fur took a trip up to Gretna Green, there's always been a photographer to record the happy scene. Then it goes, hold it, flash, bang, wallop, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Lots of words, so listen. Hold it, flash, bang, wallop, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Sing that with me, ready? And hold it, flash, bang, wallop, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Brilliant. Then it goes, poor old soul, blimey, what a joke, hat blown off in a cloud of smoke. Okay, listen to that again. So that's poor old soul with me, and poor old soul, blimey, what a joke, hat blown off in a cloud of smoke. And then clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. So clap hands. Now, I'm not going to be able to do that. Actually, I will, because I'm going to have a recording. Clap hands, stamp your feet, dum, banging on the big bass drum, boom. Okay, so the clap goes, clap hands, stamp your feet, dum. Okay, left, right. Now, if you're sitting down, you just stamp the same foot. If you're standing up, though, dum, it's one, then the other. Banging on the big bass drum, boom. Then we sing. What a picture, tilly, pum, 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 stick it in the family album. That's the really cockney bit. Listen. What a picture, tilly, pum, 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 stick it in the family album. Okay, let's sing that together. What a picture. After one and one. What a picture, tiddly pum 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 pum. Stick it in the family album. Now that bit at the very, very end, I'm going to give you a little tip as to how to get a slightly more convincing East End sound. It's not family. There's a little bit of B at the end. Family. Stick it in the family album. Okay, that's your little singing tip for today. Let's take it from the beginning of the chorus, then we're going to sing the whole song. There are different words in the second verse for obvious reasons, and it gets a little bit cheekier then. But, you know, that's the whole point of a cheeky, chirpy Cockney song. So, from Hold It, Flashbang, Wallop, What a Picture. Are we ready? Here's your notes. Hold it, flashbang, wallop, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Poor old soul, blimey, what a joke, hat blown off in a cloud of smoke. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. Boom, what a picture, rum tiddly pum 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 pum, stick it in the family album. Excellent. Take it from the top, everyone. Again, as always, this will not be the last time we sing this on the channel, so if you struggle a bit with the words, You can always take it back and practice it again, but this one is very much designed to put a big smile on your face. So watch the birdie, smile for the camera, everyone say cheese. Ready? Here we go. All lined up in a wedding group, here we are for a photograph. All dressed up in our morning suit, and we're all trying not to laugh. Since the early caveman in his fur took a trip up to Gretna Green, there's always been a photographer to record the happy scene. Hold it, flashbang, wallop, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Poor old soul, blimey, what a joke, hat blown off in a cloud of smoke. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. Boom, what a picture, rum tilly pum 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 pum, stick it in the family album. Here comes verse 2, ladies and gentlemen, good luck. The same thing happened long ago when man was in his prime, and what went on we only know from the snaps they took at the time, when Adam and Eve in their birthday suit decided to get wed. As Adam was about to taste the fruit, the man with the camera said, hold it, flashbang, wallop, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Poor old Eve, there with nothing on, face all red and a fig leaf gone. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. Boom, what a picture, rum tiddly pum 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 pum, stick it in the family album. Told you it was cheeky. It's also a really, really catchy number. It really is, just to warn you. Since I decided to program this one for all of you, it's been going round and round and round my head. So you're welcome for that. Watch the birdie, says Christine. Quite right too. So let's move on and let's sing. Well, this one I do need to grab a hat. I'm gonna put on this one, made for me by my dear, dear wife, who I think is trying to tell me something. about my heritage, more than a little bit of Viking, I think, buried away in there. And so we are going to sing Where Did You Get That Hat? And I've said this one, and indeed Any Old Iron, these are songs that my grandfather sang to me when he bounced me on his knee. My dear granddad, for whom we gave Bobby one of his names. He's an amazing guy, was a Kent bricklayer and then worked for the gas board in London during the Second World War, and his job was to go out during the air raids and turn off the gas mains when the bombs are falling. So he was quite a hardy character, was my granddad, and he had a really wicked sense of humour. So every time I sing this one, I think of him, and I think he would have appreciated this particular bit of headgear. So everyone, where did you get that hat? Oh my goodness. How I came to get this hat is very strange and funny. Grandfather died and left to me his property and money, and when the will it was read out, they told me straight and flat, if I were to have his money, I must always wear his hat. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where'er I go they shout hello, where did you get that hat? If I go to the opera house in the opera season, there's someone sure to shout at me without the slightest reason. If I go to a concert hall to have a jolly spree, there's someone in the party who is sure to shout at me. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where'er I go they shout hello, where did you get that hat? Verse 3. At 21 I thought I would to my sweetheart get married. The people in the neighbourhood said too long we had tarried. So off to church we went right quick, determined to get wed. I had not long been in their way the parson to me said, where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where did I go? They shout hello. Where did you? One more time. Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just the proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where did I go? They shout hello. Where did you get that hat? My wife made it for me. You see, that song makes so much more sense when you're wearing such a splendid piece of headgear as this. So there we are. Where did you get that hat? Anna made it. I should like to have one just the same as that. Well, you'd have to ask her, but she's very busy. Now we're going to finish today with Don't Dilly Dally on the way. All about moving. I know lots of people are moving around. Some people are literally moving house. Some people are moving house on behalf of other people. And so for any of you who have had to travel or pack for someone else, or travel with a car, for just for all of you on the road for all sorts of reasons, this one is for you. And in particular, for those of you that love this song, I know there's at least one person in California who's jumping up and down at this one, because I know it's a favourite. So we're going to finish off today. This one is also packed with Cockney lingo. Just to say, dilly dallies, just don't take your time about it. Get on with it. My cock linnet is a little birdie. Hold half quartern. That is like half of a pint. So just a little drinky. In verse 2. The carman bloke, the bloke running the car. What else we got? 2 out in the chat. That's a couple of cigarettes outside and a nice chat. And then on the last verse, we've got the specials. The specials are basically not quite full policemen. Okay, we have them over here, community support officers, but we're talking in the late Victorian era. So there we are. I've translated it for you. Now we're going to sing it together. Dilly dally, let us not. Here we go. Ready, ladies and gentlemen, we had to move away, 'cause the rent we couldn't pay. The moving van came round just after dark. There was me and me old man shoving things inside the van, which we'd often done before, let me remark. We packed all that could be packed in the van, and that's a fact. And we got inside all we could get inside. Then we packed all that could be packed in the tail guard at the back, till there wasn't any room for me to ride. Oh, my old man said, follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the cart with me own packed in it. I walked behind with me old cockle in it, but I dillied and dallied, I dallied and dillied, lost the van and don't know where to roam. I stopped on the way to have the old half Colton, and I can't find my way home. Ya-ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. I gave an helping hand with the marble wash and stand, and straight we wasn't getting on so bad. Then at once the carman bloke had an accident and broke, well, the nicest bit of china that I had. You will understand, of course, I was cross about the loss, same as any other human woman would. But I soon got over that, what with 2 out and a chat. 'Cause it's little things like that what does you good. I'm right, folks, aren't I, course? My old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the cart with the own packed in it. I walked behind with the old cockle in it, but I dillied and dallied, I dallied and dillied, lost the van and don't know where to roam. Now who's gonna put up the old iron bedstead if I can't find my way home? Yap-ba-ba-ba-ba, yap-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, I'm in in such a mess. I don't know the new address, don't even know the blessed neighbourhood. And I feel as if I might have to stay out all the night. And that just ain't gonna do me any good, folks, it's really not. Now I don't make no complaint, but I'm coming over faint. What I need now is a good substantial feed. And I sorta kinda feel, if I don't soon have a meal, I shall have to rob the linnet of his seed. And he's looking pretty tasty himself, folks. Oh my old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Off went the cart with the packed in it. I walked behind with the old cockle in it. But I dillied and dallied, I dallied and dillied. Lost the van and don't know where to roam. You can't trust the specials like the old-time coppers when you can't find your way home. Tell that nice kid, isn't it? Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of theatre to wrap up your fun Friday. And I do hope you had a good time singing along with us today. If you did, remember, you can give us a thumbs up. You can share our broadcast with anyone you like. And all I'll ask is, if you don't mind, please consider subscribing. If you're not subscribed, well, we hope we earned your subscription today.